Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far, and welcome back to Valorant News. And the last and final chance for North American teams to qualify for challenges is reaching its conclusion. Many big name organizations already out of there over the last 24 hours or so, and some drama hitting the timeline as a result. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. I would really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure we've had like 1,000 new subs in the last week, which is absolutely spectacular. Road to 10k baby. So this is what George Geddes points out before the day even kicks off. TSM, Gen.G, FaZe T1, Ambox Pioneers, Complexity and Saw, only 2 of them can currently qualify, or maybe even less than that. So we'll have a look at this bracket here in just a second. So remarkable how this day has worked out, and honestly an absolute gauntlet over these last couple of weeks that these guys have had to play in. Very very nice really for 100 Thieves, Sentinels, Cloud9 and Envy to get that free pass straight into challenges. And even as FNS says right here, wow, we dodged a nuclear missile by getting an invite, because seemingly just the way this tournament worked, of course it's all online, right, these matches anyway. Like there's a decent chance that even great teams fall out, but of course there's some teams that we might have thought would qualify but actually have not played particularly well here at all, and we'll have a dive into here what some of those teams could be in just a couple of seconds. This first of all was remarkable. Evil Geniuses, after all the talk about this team, about Dre, for example, your boy Dre, who was on Luminosity Gaming, he got there was some talk behind the scenes about okay, but he wasn't a good teammate or something, like he effectively gets kicked from that roster. Then he joins the Evil Geniuses. They have a few weeks to practice, and like Potter and all the team over there behind the scenes just clearly have done a fantastic job, because they come up against Rise Nation, pretty much the heavy favorites to qualify here with no issues at all. And Evil Geniuses play a stellar series. It goes to game 3 here on the bind, and they win this one. Your boy Dre was a monster this entire series. Honestly, all of the guys played fantastically well, and there was actually a tough time here for Superman. I'm pretty sure he pointed out that I think it was this clip right here where they were down 8-7 right here, and I think his game crashed or something strange happened in this game right here. You can actually see he just disconnects from the game. So online Valorant, I guess, I don't really know what to say. So honestly, disappointing for Superman, but they're still in with a chance, right, the Rise Nation guys. But this was a bit of a shocker really. The Evil Geniuses came through and actually won this series and became the first team from the second North American qualifier to make it all the way through. And Dre says, I thought this was really cool to see for him, right, because he's on LG and very recently came to EG, and as he says, went from getting all my trials denied to one of the lowest points I had in Valorant. This is only a few weeks ago really, where people were talking about it behind the scenes. Apparently pro players were saying, this guy, you don't really want to pick him up to your roster, not worth the punt. And of course EG take that opportunity, qualifying with Evil Geniuses now, so thankfully got his shot, and he was a dominant force this series as well. Look at this overall scoreboard right here. Your boy Dre's 65 in 42 plus 23 over the course of it, a highest cast percentage in the entire lobby. This guy was a monster. Foe was great as well. All these guys had their moments. Really cool to see these guys qualify. I love these underdog stories of teams that worked really hard behind the scenes, didn't really say all that much on the timeline, and will go on to qualify regardless. Awesome to see. And this of course was the bracket, right? So they had to take down Luminosity, that being Rise Nation, and Evil Geniuses took down Ghost. They beat Rise as well. They qualify. All these other teams then go down to the lower bracket. On the other side of the bracket, it was Knights who qualified, beating Sonics. So Sonics took down a crew. Knights beat Built by Gamers 2-1, and then Knights won the series in the kind of decider here 2-0. So Knights become the other team to qualify. So Evil Geniuses and Knights, the 2 teams to qualify out of the winners bracket. Definitely probably not what a lot of people predicted, right, going into this tournament, but that's how crazy this can be right now. And another story really of these guys just working out behind the scenes, making it happen in the big series. But let's dive into some of the teams that then fell out. FaZe Clan being one of them. These guys honestly, we talked about their roster when it was getting rumored, when it was getting confirmed, with of course Dicey coming into their lineup as well. They made a fair few changes, right, kind of building around babybay once again, and if anything, it's worked out even worse than it did before. They fall to Ambox 2-1. They honestly didn't really put too much of a fight here. They did win the Fracture 13-6 in fairness, but it wasn't really close at the end of the day. They didn't even, all things considered, come close to qualifying for challenges, which kind of surprising with a team like this. And then we have to talk about the T1 stuff, right, because of course they were embroiled in a lot of controversy in that T1 versus TSM series, where the coach cheating thing happened. He then got suspended, and since that, the team has obviously fallen off a cliff. So some people are immediately going to say, wow, if that guy just helped Suez, things would be very different indeed. And people were joking about the fact that, okay, without their in-game leader, right, without their coach just telling them what to do, they're nowhere near good enough. But still says, lost 1-2, we're out of this VCT season. We do not perform in matches remotely close to how we do in scrims. It needs to translate better. This was the scoreboard against Cosmic Divide. Look, if you're losing to Cosmic Divide, you don't deserve to go to challenges. That is how it is. Credit to these guys, of course, but players that are relatively obscure, and it's Curry, plus 14. Where's the star power from Seven and Pony, right, that we kind of expected expected to see. Like, obviously, these are young guys, and maybe that's kind of why, to be honest, the 100 Thieves decided not to take the chance on Seven, because we kind of heard rumors that 100 Thieves thought, okay, Seven's not ready, we're not going to bring him into the lineup, we're not going to keep him here, and that T1 take him away, and doesn't really perform in these big deciding series. They do win the first game on Icebox 13-4. At this point, it was looking like, okay, it might be a GG, but yeah, Haven 13-5 for Cosmic Divines, and 13-7 on Bind as well, which yeah, just tells the story of that series, to be honest. And as Shahzam says, like, he's making fun of them, right? Help Sewer, just saying, like, without the cheats, you guys are nothing effectively, and T1 failed to qualify. But yes, not the only big name organization failing to qualify on the day. This also from Steelite, a bit of a shot at some other players in the VCT. This is the closest I've ever felt to a paycheck stealer in my entire career, and I feel horrible. Those of you who have been doing it for years, how do you keep on doing it, right, as he says? But let's talk about this one, right, for TSM, because, I mean, yeah, they find themselves in a similar boat. They make it slightly further than T1 in this bracket. They took down Complexity 2-1, but then they faced up against Built by Gamers. Of course, with Bang, I mean, it's honestly, the storylines write themselves. Bang used to be on TSM. They loan him out, I believe, to Built by Gamers right now. They match up in the bracket right here. We were kind of hoping for a T1 versus TSM matchup, but yeah, TSM versus Built by Gamers, that was also pretty spectacular. It was Bang versus the team that's currently, I'm pretty sure, got him on loan, which is incredible. I don't know what that actual buyout's going to be, whether TSM are going to hike the price after the result like this, but yes, this was the series. BBG 2-0 over TSM. Like, I mean, yeah, look at the scoreboard right here. Wardell was only positive. The rest of the guys got completely destroyed, frankly. Yeah, Bind was 13-9. Split was 13-6. Not close at the end of the day. Ran out of momentum, says Sabrosa. Ran out of juice. GG's 0-2 to BBG. Good luck in the rest of the qualifier. Heartbroken, says Sabrosa. So, remarkable scenes, really. TSM and T1, two of the big organizations really coming in here. Both that don't qualify. FaZe Clan as well, didn't really even get close. And yeah, just incredible. These teams are all salaried, right? They can't even qualify for challenges, but given how competitive it is, it makes sense. But yeah, lots of talk really here about some of these organizations, like I'm not taking things so seriously. How many kind of online tournaments did these organizations play in? We saw NRG, right, when Hazed came in, like with all those young guys as well over there. They were immediately playing in a load of these online tournaments, the NSG tourneys, getting some reps in, getting some practice in, and it seems like some of these bigger organizations kind of felt like, okay, we don't need to play these tourneys, we're going to be good regardless, we'll just smoke our way through the brackets. But it's actually the teams that kind of did play these Mickey Mouse tourneys that actually ended up qualifying. So maybe some lessons seriously to be learned by some of these organizations and players right here. And as Bang says, it's almost poetic. GG's 2-0 over TSM. So quite remarkable. This also from Field as well. Video of Bang having to, walk through VALORANT Twitter after being dropped from TSM, only to come back a month later and eliminate them from the VCT. So truly incredible scenes. And well, this is the bracket as it sits right now. So yes, TSM are out of there. Built by Gamers continue onwards. A Crew took down Renegades 2-0. They took down Gen.G 2-1. So Gen.G are out of there. Pioneers are still alive as well. They're going to play Luminosity. Crazy brackets. Sonics and Rise wait in the kind of lower finals. So 2 of these 6 teams will qualify. Pioneers versus Luminosity. I think I'm going to take Luminosity to win this one. So Sonics, Luminosity in the upper side. And then, well, Built by Gamers versus a Crew. Honestly, no idea who wins this. I think that Rise win this kind of final round anyway and make it through. And on the upper side, I kind of feel like Sonics will win, but I almost want to say Luminosity. It's tough to say. So I'm going to go with my gut and say LG win. But yeah, my predictions yesterday were not particularly on point. But whose were, to be honest? Like, it was kind of a crazy day of action. But to this also from dapr, right? He's kind of chilling there on Sentinels, already in challenges on, of course, the team that qualified based on their performance last year. But as he says, a lot of trash talk for people who haven't even qualified yet. So there was certainly some tweets coming out. Of course, Bang had a few words to say, right? Almost poetic, taking down TSM. And I mean, yeah, a lot of these guys are maybe saying some things on the timeline, but haven't yet actually qualified. So yes, still work to be done for these organizations. Maybe BBG will make it, but well, it's not going to be easy by any means. Very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hitting the like button tells the YouTube gods it's a good video, and as like you should see it as well, and help grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always, take care, and I will see you next time.
And as the wall comes down, it doesn't get much easier. Boostio pushes through the poison cloud. Flash out, able to take down Poise.
No way.
Looks for more.
No way.
Boostio picks up 3.
What?
Make it 4, and EG have done it for 8, Mimi.
That is obscene. Evil G.
Swing, Corey, swing! I mean, Corey legit just baiting.